had this great idea, and I just came up with this today. And this is the concept. So I'm just gonna fly with this. I've had this idea for a while in my head, and I just saw this piece and I thought it'd be perfect. But I was thinking of cutting this, making an ornamental dish, one that you display up on a stand. So I was thinking of cutting this, as you can see. I don't know if you can see well or not, but I've got a scribered line of a 16-inch dish or circle, and I was thinking of using some of that onyx, the pink onyx, the small little offcut pieces, and building up a perimeter, a rim, maybe doing some kind of a beaded detail, or some kind of a profile detail, something interesting, and then with some kind of an interesting ornament in the middle. And I thought I got to toy around with a few different ideas just yet. This is just the concept that I'm working on. I was thinking of maybe working out a some kind of a dragon motif or something, being at the year of the dragon. So that might be kind of interesting. But I'm just flying off the top of my head. I got to work on that a bit more. But this is the concept. I think it could be quite interesting. So this is the first of a new series, and I think that I think I'm going to fly with this. Oh, this is the piece that I was showing you earlier, and I've cut out now into a circle, and I think it's a good size. So the concept is like an ornamental plate, or I guess you could call it like a round shield or plate that'll be either on a stand, or you could put it up on like an iron stand or something, or you could put it on a holder. But the idea is that it's decorative for display. And what the next stage is that I'll plaster it down onto this limestone piece, and this is the same piece that I used for the last video with the last project with the onyx lamp that I made. And so they'll plaster this down, and that will secure it. The reason why I wanted to secure it is because this is a relatively soft marble. I'll need it to be firmly backed for shaping it, and I think for fun, I'm actually going to shape this by hand. So that'll allow me to actually uh, show you me doing the work, because that's one of the things about cutting is it does get dusty, and I want to try and limit the amount of dust that I get into my camera. It's one of the downsides to technology. Is technology and dust don't tend to combine. In fact, dust is pretty harsh on just about everything, including power tools. And there's no dustier environment than a stone shop, and any stonier will tell you that. So I'll plaster this down, and I shape this. I've got a scriber line here marking about roughly about a half an inch of a border, and then I'll dish it in, so it'll be dished down to the middle. And I haven't decided yet. I may do a raised center, roughly about 4 or 5 inches in diameter for the center. and that's where I'm thinking of doing some kind of a motif out of the bits of onyx that I have left over. And I have this tray here of all the little offcuts that I have from the onyx lamp. And I'm gonna use some of these for doing the grapes, but I was thinking of using these, epoxying them to the raised border, mounting them, cutting them all, fitting them all into a tight rim, and then shaping them in either into a beautiful bead, so it'd be like a wedgwood kind of a finish, or possibly like a serpentine continuous rim with a serpentine motif on it. I haven't quite decided that just yet. And then I was thinking of either doing a dragon in the middle, like kind of like an Oriental Chinese style dragon, or I might just do a like a Roman shield style, like a wheel of just a a molded profile with a little bead in the middle. I haven't quite decided that just yet, what I'm going to do. I've got to work on some ideas yet. I'm just designing this as I go, and that's the beauty of being creative. I love this is the part that I get excited about, is having these few little moments here and there, in between jobs, the end of the day, beginning of the day. A little bit of time here, a little bit of time there. You get to have some fun with stone. It's possibilities are endless, and it gets the mind going. So it's yeah. So these are just the ideas that I'm working on, and I think it's going to be interesting. I think that I had originally intended to doing this concept in a black marble, which would have really been striking with the pink. But I think it'll also be interesting to see how the pink works with the gray. It's a bit more subtle, a little bit less heavy in finish. Certainly, the pink with the black would have been very Oriental, very Asian inspired, and it would have been quite striking, I think. But this will be the kind of thing that whoever uh, ends up having this in their possession, it'll probably integrate better into a contemporary palette. And that's something that's to be mindful of. You know, you can have all kinds of great ideas, but if it doesn't work with people's aesthetic or taste, then really you're making an ugly duckling that nobody wants. Um, so I'm mindful of these things, and it's one of the benefits to working in the high-end residential projects, is that I do get a taste of latest design trends, various palettes and tastes that are trendy. And I've had the blessing of working alongside and for some of the top designers in the world. And as a result, I get kind of an idea, I get an insight as to the kind of things that are desirable to people. And it's a lot of fun, as a humble guy as I am, to be able to step into that world just for a moment, sample it as a trade, as a professional, as an artisan, and then step out of it and have no obligations whatsoever. And it's a lot of fun that way. It's a I think it's the best balance that one can have. And I'd say that any tradesman that works in high end residential would probably agree with me that it's great to be able to understand the that element of the world that I had no idea existed before I got into this. Seeing how things are done, the finishes, the standards, being able to meet and exceed those standards and expectations through experience and training, and then being able to step away from that and not have any of that. I have a very humble life, and I don't have refined luxuries in my life. I have things that I surround myself with, things that make me comfortable and happy, that are warm and remind me of maybe another time. I love antiques as a result, and that these things inspire me as well. So I also like to be able to make things out of stone, and so this will be the kind of thing that you might see, you know, as an ancient um, relic or something like that, you know, from another time, as a possession of an emperor or something like that. So if you can imagine, indulge with me for a moment and imagine those kinds of ideas and be able to recreate that into something that, you know, anybody could have. It's fun. So that's the concept, that's the idea, and I hope you come back and watch some more um, as I as this unfolds and develops. And feel free to comment, subscribe, and comment on any of my videos, because I am very interested in what people have to say or are interested in. I don't get a lot of feedback, and I'm really interested in anything people have to say, good or bad. Please be kind. But yeah, I think that it's going to be fun, and I hope that you'll enjoy watching me do this. And we'll see how the end result is. I haven't found a failure yet, so you know. But thanks for watching.